Hey Pisces, and welcome to your September 2017 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. And from what I'm seeing of your energy, I am very excited for you guys because I think that you're finally coming out of the place where you need some sort of really painful situation to progress in your experience. I think that has been such a theme for Pisces where you're involved in a really colluded spiderweb type of situation that you have had to transcend very quickly. And through that, you're gaining your spectrum of good things in life. There's definitely a huge transformation coming into you one way or another relating to how you feel good, how you feel positive energy come in, and how you are manifesting in life in general. I feel that September for you guys is a month where you redefine teamwork, where you're, like a lot of other signs right now, redefining honesty, redefining truth and hope. I feel that this month is a celebration of some sort. For some of you, there has been a breakup, or for some of you, there's been a very distinct ending that feels like a very painful situation. But in reality, it's something that's thrusting you into a much more momentous part of your life where you can finally be on that aspirational and inspirational trail that you've wanted to be on for so long. I feel that the days and like hours upon hours that you've spent in some kind of painful reflection of the past and like pining for something you could never have are now gone. I feel that there is a new, again, spectrum of like positivity opening up to you where you can finally feel like there is humor again in your life. Humor is very important. Laughter is very important for you this month as you can really transcend a lot of difficult headspaces through accessing that. Also, I think that there are new prospects. I think that there are new job opportunities and new opportunities for teamwork and really working with other people to create one specific project, which is nice to see for you guys because it's been such a period of solitude and such a period of alone time for like almost like the last 2 years for you guys, really. But I feel like new relationships are starting. Relationships are being taken to the next level. Potentially, like if you've been in a long-term relationship, you could finally be getting married or something. Some of you might be expecting or some of you might have also had like a death in the family that's possible as well. Some kind of really big change relating to your family unit. So that'll be interesting to see for you guys. Also, I just think that the solar eclipse for you that happened on August 21st is an energy that's really hard to access. You guys were affected by that in astrology, what is called the quincunx angle, which is a very funny and kind of dysfunctional, non-harmonious angle. And I feel that it's played out for you guys in a weird way, that to solve these problems that you've been going through relating to solitude, relating to painful past memories, you almost needed some kind of very like unharmonious, difficult angle to just come in and remove it. And it could be a bit of a process in September. It could be something that's like not just like snapping your fingers and all of a sudden you're a different person, but it could actually be that. I feel that for the majority of you, you just wake up one morning and you're different. You just wake up one morning and the way that the relationship that you had with the past, the relationship you had with people from your past has completely changed. One way or another, it's an energy that's very difficult to put my finger on how the eclipse affected you guys. I can say for sure, as with everybody, something came in and something was removed. Something was dissolved in some kind of way, and sometimes if we spend too much time trying to interpret that or understand why that happened or what means caused that to happen, it can do us more harm than good. And I feel that you're kind of in that boat where you kind of got to just take what happened and like ride with it and like on to the next project type of thing, because you guys have been very inward, very interiorly focused recently, and I feel that the eclipse came in to change that. And you guys will always have that interior ability and that connection to like space and time and ethereal realms, which is what Pisces is all about. It's that 12th house energy, but now you've got to start making that in this world, and because that's sort of the next step for humanity is a new connection and manifestation of space and ethereal realms. So Pisces will specifically be called upon to be very exteriorly motivated right now, and coming up over the next few years really specifically. But that starts now ever since the solar eclipse, where what's been happening on your internal mechanism, Pisces, will start to be projected into the ether here in the real world. So it will be very interesting to see how you guys change through that, how you become different kinds of beings in a way, or to the rest of us, at least you become different beings. It's not really so different for you except for the fact that you're more open about it now. But something that Pisces always has to remember is like us other beings do not perceive you in the way that you perceive yourself. You will not necessarily feel that you're acting differently, but people will perceive you differently, and you'll definitely catch on to that. And that's something that you definitely have to react to with some kind of like really strong benevolence or some kind of really stark happiness, because people can also kind of pick on you during these times, because it's just like, I feel like a bully type of energy, but it's very like elementary, like an elementary school type of bully. It's nothing that threatens you, and it's nothing that really threatens your consciousness in any way. But I know that Pisces can be very sensitive to this type of thing. So on that matter, I feel that a lot of childhood discrepancies can be released here. Like for those of you who were bullied in elementary school, or for those of you who have like family unit traumas that, because there's the family unit idea again, I feel that a lot of that actually comes in September to be let go of. And some of you might, I feel the minority of you try to hold on to it because you've found a lot of power in expressing your pain, but a lot of you will very intuitively be able to let go. I want to go ahead and start looking at this reading from the week to week to see more clearly like how you can let go and to see some other information coming forward. In the first week, you guys have 7 of Pentacles reversed, you're down by 4 of Wands. So this is all about how you have looked at the past and how you have looked at your history, and it's not favorable for you anymore. You're not happy with it. You're not happy with how long you're holding on to things, and you're not happy with the conclusions necessarily that you've come to. You know that you've come to very potent conclusions, and you know that you've sort of figured it out. So at this point in time, you don't know why it's still there. You don't know why you're still thinking about it so much, because there's not a lot more to gain. And I feel that in the first week, you start to celebrate as you become a more present, future-oriented person, and you start to think more about the future and less about the past, and there's like a celebration there. Some of you are also having a promotion or a new level of wealth that you've attained, and you choose to celebrate that. This could be also marriage happening in the first week, or engagement, some kind of, it's a really nice week. Everybody else's beginning of September seems to be very colluded and sort of traumatic, but for you guys, it is really beautiful, because you realize very clearly from the eclipse energy that something is not serving you, you get rid of it, and you celebrate that in some way, and start getting creative now about how you can do that. What has been eclipsed out? How does that benefit you? How can you celebrate it? You will do really well to not think too much about the philosophy of everything in the first week and why you've had to let go and what purpose does it serve in your life. And you'll do better to just celebrate it and dance or have a toast or something like that. In the second week, you guys have 3 of Pentacles rooted down by 7 of Cups. Teamwork is here. You are going to be collaborating with people. You're going to be working on a new project or working on a new expression of your talents. And new talents are being formed here. This could also be some kind of apprenticeship or some kind of new project that you're taking on. You could be shadowing a master in what you're doing. And every day you're sort of shaping new traits of a master. You're learning how to learn new things, which is really nice to see for Pisces, because you guys have been a little bit blocked in new abilities, and everything that you do that you specialize in is very tried and true and from the past. It feels to me that September comes in to give you a new situation where you can learn new abilities. Like maybe you can learn a new language, or you can if you've always struggled with your hands or something and you've like never been very coordinated, all of a sudden you can now become coordinated, or you can start to play like very nice piano pieces, or you can become like very mechanically inclined. It's interesting to see that for you. And that's also, I feel, a positive reinforcement of the 7 of Cups there, which I rarely see as a positive energy. But for you guys, it's really nice because it's like you're dissolving the barriers of what you thought you could or could not do. For some of you who were like, I don't know, stuck in the minimum wage trap or something, all of a sudden you're realizing, wow, I have all of these abilities that can like quadruple my salary. And it's like by 2 weeks from now, you've already doubled your salary. And then by October, it's like quadrupled and you're already there. And what takes people a very long time can happen very quickly and rapidly for you. So that's interesting, because 7 of Cups represents dissolving boundaries and also having unrealistic expectations. And it's like you almost need to have an unrealistic expectation just so you can achieve it faster. It's like what would take some people maybe 2 or 3 years to accomplish, you need to tone down and think, okay, I could do that in a few weeks. I could do that in a few months. And that is actually a positive use of the 7 of Cups. And there will come a time in like November where you've got to sort of, count your money or start to get more real with it. Like, this can't last too long, but in September and October, I feel, and specifically in the second week of September, it's very good to have unrealistic expectations and sort of dream about what you could accomplish. In the third week, you guys have the Magician rooted down by the Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is more money, and again, that's another reason why I'm feeling like your salary can start to increase a lot starting here in September. You guys are ready. For those of you who have been wanting to do the project or been wanting to take on the record deal or the performance career or anything that puts you into the spotlight, it's time. It's time to get motivated. It's time to actually pick up the pieces and, throw your coins in, because really good luck is on your side. And the Wheel of Fortune reversed is actually not the best thing, because I feel like maybe you run into a snag or something inhibits you in some way, but through your artistic nature, you can interpret that in a way that just contributes to your ability to project in general, because again, that relationship with the past has changed, that relationship with trauma has changed. So it's like you see any kind of inhibitor to be power for the future, and it's like you springboard off of that. And it's very easy to turn the Wheel of Fortune upright when you can just take your difficulties and your lack in progression and turn that into a mechanism, turn that into some kind of vehicle for future manifestation. And I'm so happy to see that for you guys, because there are so many ways that this could be interpreted in a more difficult lens, but for Pisces, it really just has to be something that is amazing right now, and it has to be something that works very well for you. For a small minority of you guys, you are worried about lies, or you're worried about cheating in your relationship. You're worried about somebody pulling the wool over your eyes. You're worried about somebody trying to trick you. And that's the only reason that has come into your life, is because it's got to be about you right now. It's got to be about what you can accomplish. And if you're being distracted by a relationship, or you're feeling like, oh, I could just sleep all day, or I could just play video games all day, I could just go to the bar and have a drink and come home at 5 a.m. and sleep through the day and do it again, maybe 4 or 5 days in a row. Like, if a relationship is making you feel that comfortable, the relationship will be removed, because now is a time where Pisces has to do something quick, and like, you have to be working a lot right now in some kind of way to produce for the future. In the fourth week, you guys have Death rooted down by the Queen of Swords. So this is where the transformation gets brought in, and I'm really happy to see that Death is upright for you, because for a lot of people it's been coming up reversed, so you're not resisting the transformation, so that's nice to see. And you're also realizing that transformation doesn't have to be this really necessarily ethereal emotional experience. Like, I feel like maybe you can actually see it from a logical standpoint, or you can see it from a way that it's like, wow, I created this transformation, and how can I create more of this? How can I get into this transformation with like a screwdriver or something and really calibrate it to the extent that it's working out the way that I need it to? You're really taking, again, a hands-on approach with your transformations and your changes in life. You're really taking a new, exciting adventure relating to manifesting your own future, because Pisces is such a symbiotic sign. Pisces is such a vicarious sign. You've experienced a lot of your experiences and circumstances through other people, through other people's accomplishments, through being in a relationship with the person who's very successful, through being in a relationship with somebody who tries to do this type of thing. And it's like you're the support, you're the foundation during their glory. But now it's your turn, Pisces. Now it's your turn to sort of get into that energy and, cross some wires or something so that you can be the person who is experiencing the glory, experiencing the transformation. Now, obviously, you then have to be culpable if you mess up or if you have some kind of fall. But I feel that it's really good, because your type of field of work turns these types of things into just more progression in the future. Your central theme is Page of Pentacles, and that just represents to me that a new system of money starts to come from this, or a new system of tangible worth comes from this. You can create a lot of wealth in the future, in the long term here, because you're creating talents within yourself that give you something quite a ways down the road. And that the only red flag with that is that you're not satisfied enough with it right now. As I said, you can start to really up your salary, but for some of you, it's like it's a long-term payout, and you might get a little bit discouraged just because it's not really happening as quickly as you would like it to, but it's well on its way, and you guys just have to kind of keep doing it. And I think that what you're doing one way or another is very commendable. And again, I could interpret this reading in a lot more negative ways, but Pisces needs something that's a little bit more Real, because honestly, positive is real for you right now. And also kind of short and simple this month because I just feel that's what you guys needed. If you need more, you can check out your sun, moon, or rising sign or any other stelliums in your chart. And you can just go to my channel and check that out. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would so appreciate that. You can hit the bell to the right of the subscribe button to be notified when I upload. You can also book a private reading with me on the center of your screen right now, I believe. And I will be so looking forward to reading for you guys soon. Much love. Bye.